Hyundai recently unveiled the Stargazer MPV in Indonesia, and we have a hunch that this MPV could make its way to India. Now, the Kia Carens is very closely related to the Hyundai Stargazer, so much so that they share their wheelbase of 2780 mm. Now, the Stargazer gets a very typical MPV like design, but Hyundai has added a lot of bits to make it look very modern and futuristic. Now, in the front, the LED DRLs are placed just below the hood, and you get a wide gaping grille which is flanked by LED headlamps on each side. Even when you move to the side, you have an interesting a bit of your cuts and creases and even an interesting alloy wheel design. Even the rear, the boot is dominated by this thin LED strip that runs across it. Now coming to the interiors, the Stargazer is a mix of futuristic as well as practical. The dashboard has a recessed area so that you can store small stuff on it, and even when you look at some of the parts, they are very familiar and shared with other Hyundais, like the steering wheel, which is a lift off from the Creta and the Alcazar and features buttons for your cruise control or your MID. And speaking of the MID, this is shared with the recently revealed Hyundai Venue facelift, and it also displays a lot of information like your tire pressure monitor. Now coming to the features, the Stargazer features an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Now this unit is seen on the low variants of the Creta. Speaking of other features, you get wireless phone charging, seat back tables, your automatic climate control, electrically folding mirrors, a reverse camera, and also Hyundai's SmartSense ADAS features. Now Hyundai SmartSense, it recently made its debut in India with the Tucson, and it features as many as 19 safety features including blind spot warning, smart cruise control with stop and go functions, autonomous emergency braking, and whatnot. Even in terms of practicality, the Stargazer has the option of 6 and 7 seats. Even when it comes to the boot space, the car is quite well packed, and you get 200 liters with all the rows folded up and 585 liters with the third row folding down. Now in terms of engine options, the Stargazer comes with a 1.5 liter naturally aspirated MPI unit that produces 115 horsepower. This engine comes exclusively mated to a CVT gearbox. Now this is the sole offering by Hyundai Indonesia, but if the Stargazer happens to come to India, we do expect it to feature other engine options like the 1.5 liter diesel engine that produces 115 horsepower and 250 Nm of torque, and the transmission options could be the 6-speed manual and the 6-speed torque converter. But we are still not sure when the Stargazer is coming. We obviously have a hunch that this car could come in next year, considering the fact that Hyundai also has the Ioniq 5 lined up for this year, and when it launches, we expect it to be priced very closely to the Kia Carens. Well, that is all for this video. Do let us know what you think of the Stargazer. Until then, rev hard and rev free.